connect every time, dude. It's super frustrating. So you're going to get the opener again right now. Whoa. It's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. And that is what is going on here. I'm finally got it figured out, and I have to say that is okay. What super annoys me is my opening thumbnail was fantastic. I see I got a theme going on here. More actions. Let me delete this. Delete and delete forever, forever. Can I get a upload thumbnail? I just want to take one, dude. Lameness, dude. So I didn't get the photos. Can I just shoot a photo? No, I can't. Here, I'll just put that thing up. That's good enough, dude. All right, save. Bam. All right, we are back in action. Sorry about that, man. Sound is on, dude. I gotta say, man, since I updated, some update is making, when I flip this on, it automatically syncs to my phone. And then I'm like, I don't want the microphone coming out of my phone. I mean, I guess it would. I don't know why I need it to do that. But and then I say decline, and I got to remember to switch to my laptop. I don't know why if I decline here, it doesn't decline there. It's not intuitive, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. Let's see, does it see the react? Oh, there you go. The reaction works, dude. What's this one, dude? Dude. Oh no, it's raining, dude. Magical. There's only 6 different ones I can affect. I like this one though. That's good. I'm into that, dude. All right. I'm gonna keep that on standby. That's good, dude. Haha. Yeah, I like that one, dude. The fireworks are tight, dude. Yeah, I agree with you, dude. What's going on, Easy Fluff, dude? You got those album covers dialed in, man? Skate thumbnail. That's the vibe. I just got done skating, came home. My wife made me some hamburgers with grilled onions. Fantastic, dude. And yeah, was getting my shred on today, dude. I got it. You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. No, got my shred on today, dude. It was nice, dude. Been cracking the code lately. It's interesting. We'll do a little warm up. We'll talk skateboard. I have a video to upload about this too, but I'm kind of fired up about it. My skate park, the little skate park down here is so small. It's forcing me to skate a little differently, which is good. It's made me open up some lines because there's not a lot of room, so I keep ending up back at the same place, which is good, which has gotten me to instead of expanding my lines, which is normally my skate park vibe, I just find lines. It's making me work and finesse my lines, and I think that's rad. My new one I've been working on a lot is my 1-footed 50-50 grind into a 5-0 grind on the long wall. It's been going pretty good, but I'm working on changing it up from 1-footed 50-50 grind to nose 5-0, and trying to get that going, dude. But Old dog can't really learn new tricks. It's just linking tricks together, dude. It's linking tricks together, dude. But yeah, no, I was in the zone tonight, dude, having a blast, dude. So I went down to the groundbreaking ceremony for the skate park in the Malibu skate park. I went down there yesterday and attended the groundbreaking ceremony, which was super rad. We've officially broken ground. The budget's been approved, and I think I'll be doing some frontside grinds down there in about 3 to 4 months, dude. Let's hope, dude. Let's hope, dude. But we've made it this far. 14 years later, dude. We made it this far. All right. So what are we getting into tonight, dude? What are we talking about tonight, dude? I'm letting you pick it, dude. I gotta get a new chief right here, dude. Right there. I need a new chief, dude. The moon, Iron Dome. The moon. The moon's fake, so who cares? 440 versus 432. Cheese or nah? Cheese. That was the first clue that they gave you that it was fake, dude, that the moon was made of cheese, dude. Cheese or nah? Or nah? Or nah? I like the nah. It's nah. Cheese or nah? Cheese or nah? Iron Dome, dude. America, we need an Iron Dome, don't you? But that would use that on that $1 trillion, dude. I like the new Bill Maher psyop. That's pretty good. It had me for a split second. Like I bet she did, Floyd. I have to admit that was a pretty good psyop because I was like, oh, like Bill Maher has come around full circle and says Trump's a funny guy and he's a nice guy. And I was like, and I felt myself be like, he probably is. And then I was like, but he's surrounded by a bunch of douchebags. So no, doesn't matter how nice of a guy you are when judge a person by the company they keep, right? So I say no, even though Bill Maher had me for a second. His monologue was like, okay, dude. Oh, what's with the calling Kid Rock Bob thing though? I can't do the Kid Rock as Bob. You're either Kid Rock or not. Kid Rock is gross too, man. By the way, like his whole thing, I can't believe that dude. I can't believe Kid Rock Bob is that close to the nuclear football. You know what I mean? Like if that's what I think, there's nothing more that's alarmed me than the presence of Kid Rock, aka Bob, around the presidency. I find nothing but alarming about the fact that Bob, I can't, dude. It's Kid Rock. Bob Dexifer, dude. Is he a small hat at the end, dude? Is he? Wait a minute, dude. I love is Kid Rock, aka his real name is Robert James Ritchie. Okay. Robert James Ritchie, Bob. I can't take Bob. I can't take Bob seriously, dude. That doesn't work for me. Robert Rock. What Bobby Deckies part on YouTube? What me? You got to put a link up there, dude. Checking that early life, dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Oh, skate part. Bobby Deckies. It's hard for me to get around that name, dude. Bobby Deckies. 9 years ago. The welcome one, dude. Why am I watching this, dude? There's nothing special going on here. I'm zipping through. There's a Thrasher one. It's some flat ground guy, dude, doing manuals. Am I missing the Blue Tile Lounge times Habitat, dude? Bobby Dyke is in mathematics, dude. I ain't nothing special about this dude skating. No wonder I've never heard of him. Thrasher be blasting him like 10 years ago, dude. Why am I checking this dude out, dude? Oh, Bob. It's Bob. The good is more good than the bad is bad, dude. The good is more. Yeah, well, the good prevails in the end, dude. What's going on, Kimber Cat Stars just dropped. No, Quasi. Bob. I don't know. Bob CBC. Okay. 2 days ago. Yeah. This kind of skating doesn't interest me at all. Dudes jumping over planters and yeah. Nope, not interested. And it's 20 minutes of this nonsense, dude. Come on, dude. Just flat ground jumping over. I was just talking about it in the video I made in my car about this kind of skating. It just does not appeal to me on the slightest. Yeah. No, thanks. I appreciate the heads up. Now I don't have to watch it for real. Yeah, this dude's not doing anything interesting. Spinning and flipping. Wait, here he's doing the kick flip 180 manual. I mean, it was sloppy. Oh, and he's all mopey about it, dude. He's all emo about it when he's done. I don't really like the whole like mopey finish to a trick, dude. I have to say that bugs me. Like the dudes that look down like they just, solve the equation to the moon type of thing. Let's see what this dude. Yeah. And then I like the dudes that get stoked about them pulling off a hard trick. Like, yeah. Yeah, let's see, dude. All right. No, this dude's not my jam at all, dude. His drip is dry, dude. dude. His drip is dry, dude. Gifted hater would say his drip is dry, dude. Let's see. What would the gifted hater say about this guy? Yeah, he does that weird thing where when he skates away, he lowers his shoulder and looks to the ground. It's very, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm more of a Grayson Fletcher, Chris Russell kind of guy, dude. Minecraft. He's Lego, dude. Bijou. He's the Lego, dude. He's a minifigure. All I know about Minecraft is what I see in Lego. Skate Ninja hates Grayson. Who's Skate Ninja? Is that the lame dude that Skate Ninja dude? Yeah, the Skate Ninja. No, I don't do any skate review guy unless it's the Gifted Hater, dude. No one can touch Gifted Hater, dude. Skate Ninja. I think he did something with the Gifted Hater that was Skate Ninja. Dude, look, I'm more like Wrecking Ball, dude. It's all fake. Ninja lifestyle. Let me see this guy. I really don't like his vibe right now. Oh, he's got the stupid hat on, dude. Uh, God, he's got almost 270,000 subscribers, dude. This guy, let me get a listen, dude. I don't like this guy's vibe. Oh no. Oh no. This guy sucks, dude. I hate this guy. Talk about not having any personality. Jeez, man. Let me try this guy again. Can't this guy do any oh my god, this how did this guy get 270,000 subscribers? He's got no personality. He's doing what I was doing 15 years ago, which was doing voiceovers to skate videos, dude. This guy sucks, dude. Oh my god, dude. Thank you for turning me on to this guy so I don't ever have to watch him again. God, bleh. I don't like that guy. I maybe call me an elitist prick, but that guy sucks. Ninja was friends with yeah, but Braille and all those dudes suck too. I hate all those that stuff, dude. That's why I like the Gifted Hater. He hates on it too, dude. Braille's cringe. This ninja guy is as cringe as they come. Dude. Who listens to that? I mean, people probably say that about me. Who listens to that guy? Who listens to Skate Ninja? Like, can the guy actually skate? Can he skate or is he just like a full like flip trick specialist? Because at least Gifted Hater shreds, dude. So this dude basically is can you do I didn't even know this was legal. So you can just put on another skate video and sit in the corner and just play the skate video and talk over it? Is that like I mean, I was always hired to do that, dude. You can just do that now? That's not as long as there's well, the audio's for the music, but you can just steal all their footage and talk over it. That seems I there's something unsavory about that. I get the commentary thing. Very I don't think like again, you're talking to a dude who's all like, go ahead, use my content for what you will. Dude, I was just speaking of it all, dude. Johnny Shinza, dude, who posted my bowl cut video, dude. The the and poached my video for his own thing, dude. 27 million views, dude. 27 million views, dude. I was tripping out on it, dude. Look at this, dude. Where's Johnny? The guy steals my content and it gets and again, I'm all 27 million views right there. Look at that. 27.5 million views, dude. On his dumb thing, dude. That's crazy, dude. I don't get any of it, dude. I don't even get I get nothing, dude. Well, I'm fine with it, dude. I got a hold of him, was like, dude, you gotta, whoa, dude, Emmy, dude, that's a lot of like, you're just kind of spamming, dude. Yeah, it's all right. Like I said, I'm a fair use I don't believe in copyright. So you live by the sword. All exposure is good exposure, dude. That's the thing, dude. What's going on, Dazzer? You know, I said my only condition again is just give me a tag. Just tag me in it. Just like, just give me a tag. And he did after I complained. I called Hinzo Scissors and was like, hey man, like your guy didn't give me a tag. They're like, what? Like they were worried. They thought I was gonna sue him. I was like, no, dude, I don't do that. I just wanted the dude to credit me, dude. That's all I for me personally, all I want out of it is don't use my content to harm people. And just give me a credit. That's it. Just credit me. But this guy, this skate ninja, just so I could just play skate videos and talk over them, and that's okay. I didn't know. Should I be doing that? Can you make is his channel monetized? I don't know, because I just pay the YouTube premium to not see ads. So is that dude's channel monetized too? Is he making money by playing other people's skate videos and talking over them? That's fucked up, dude. Wow. No wonder I'm like not making any money. I need to make some money, dude. This ain't right. I feel like a one of those groundhog who just popped up and was like, wait a minute. This ain't right, dude. Like, what? You can do that? I could just put on FA's latest skate video, sit down here in the corner, and be like, yeah, look at Elijah go. Wow, hand plant. Oh, look at him grinding another rail. Oh, is that a white tank top, or are those Dickies or Old Navy? Like, I could do that. Dang, dude, I'm blowing it. I should do it with surf videos and just talk mad shit, man. Seems like it's like, what? I guess that's kind of what I wanted. So interest-bearing currency, dude. Yep. Just put it in the top up here, dude. Just email it to me, dude. I'll just watch one of those shorts. If he was mean about the guy's kickflip. Keep Progressive Jeff. I appreciate your comment, by the way, Progressive Jeff. That's what got me back in here tonight, dude. Progressive Jeff gave me a comment. Did you DM me, or was it just it was just a comment on my last post about the April 10th podcast? So you can pick the subject, Progressive Jeff, dude. During the mornings, dude. That's when it gets hotter here, when the summer happens, I'll start doing my live streams at like 11 again. It's dude, wait till tomorrow's Radish Hall. Trent, wait till tomorrow. I got a whole I'm picking my my patch of what are they? I forget what they're called. They're the purple ones. And I'm gonna make them into I'm pickling them. I'm pickling them, dude. They're almost gone a little too far. I feel like I should. No, I forget what they are, dude. They're I want to say they are. I grew all sorts of different kinds of radishes, dude. But I'm gonna pick them, and No, I'm with you, progressive Jeff. I'm with you, man. I'm way more into the chill stuff ultimately. I'll say this about politics. It's better when well, yeah. I don't know. I don't really get into it for the sake of the politics. I'm always I do come from the angle of like, since it's not civics, like, I'm a believer in civics. But why I comment on the politics thing is just to keep aware of what the subversive contracts that are being issued to the population is. Because I can fall for them too, dude. Yeah, it's all local, dude. But politics is all this cartoony stuff. But why I kind of go there is sort of because of like what we were talking about on the last stream was it's our souls are in jeopardy here if we're not careful, and a lot of this stuff is happening in real time, like on a surface on that surface level, the lower dimensional surface level. And if we're not careful, we are ultimately abiding by it. So that's more where I get into it. I really don't get into it for the sake of trying to change anyone's opinion of anything. I don't think that's doable. Like for me, for example, like I do study it, like, because I'm studying it, so you don't have to. But I I caught myself with the Bill Maher thing this morning. I listened to the Bill Maher monologue, and like it made me feel, I watched my own thoughts change. Like, oh wow, like Bill Maher is like gone in and had a wonderful dinner with Trump and Bob, and wow, look at him, dude. He's made it. And then I went, wait, then I heard myself. I was like, dude, don't fall for it. Don't fall for Bill Maher, dude. Who's Bill Maher, dude? And then I realized they were spell casting again. And I because this is the thing that I like to do. I like to catch myself get investing in the spell. That's how I uncover a lot of the spells. I don't uncover a lot of the spells because I'm doing what's the dude's name, dude? Um, um, oh wait, I gotta get this dude's name. What's his name, dude? Dude. Just a second. I don't do it for the what was that dude's name, dude? No. No, I'm thinking of who is the dude who would undo all the symbols, dude. He died a couple years ago. He would go in there and he would tell you what all the symbols of all the corporations meant and stuff. He was a sort of an older dude, sort of heavy set, rounded face, talked real clearly, dude. And he was all about like explaining what the symbols of all the corporations meant and how they were tied into the what is his name, dude? Anyway, dude, that dude had it like so figured out. Like there's no reason. So my job is not to my thoughts on Gil Scott Heron. The revolution will not be televised, dude. Right there. That's my thought on Gil Scott Heron, dude. In your red, white, and green liberation jumpsuit, if that will not get rid of the nubs, dude. Jordan Maxwell, thank you, dude. Very good. Jordan, that from that description right there, you figured out it was Jordan Maxwell. That is fantastic, dude. That is fantastic. That's exactly who I was talking about, Jordan Maxwell. So that's my thing. Jordan Maxwell was the consummate pro at that. So I don't try to do anything like that. I go, instead of trying to like do a Jordan Maxwell, I allow myself to get immersed in it on a just straight like emotional thing and invest in it, not for the sake of I'm trying to, but just to allow myself to be a citizen. I allow myself to be just a participant here, and then I do, because I can observe my own thoughts pretty well. I watch my thoughts and I go, oh, that's the contract. That's the idea. That's how, like, that's how I was able to see right through RFK. And that's why I don't buy into the orange man thing, dude. And all the idiots he surrounds himself, because I invested in it. Like, I went for the full journey with the orange man, dude. The complete journey, dude. Fully around the sun a couple times on the orange man thing, dude. All right, right on, Progressive Jeff. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate the nice comment, dude. What's going on, Cactus? It's so bogus lately. What's Anonymous F11? What's so bogus lately, dude? I got a topic. It may give you a quick dumbed down explanation of what you mean about contracts. Okay, I'll do that, Jeff, right now. Politics. It's totally bogus. Well, that's why you have to get into civics. Like, that's what I went to the skate park groundbreaking ceremony yesterday. I went down. I was hanging out. I was talking to all the city council people. I was talking to the local elected officials, the city managers, the head of parks and recs. That's civics, dude. None of the council people get paid. They are all essentially volunteers, and they get elected. I mean, they might get some sort of I get good health insurance out of the thing. But what I'm saying is civics is the local level interaction with the civic institutions. Politics is all these paid idiots running for lobbyists and APAC and corporations that are there in their suits and telling you, dude. I'm not a politics guy. I'm a civics guy. Anyway, but to what Progressive Jeff was asked, being involved in the community is essential. It's one of the few things we can do. Yeah, it is. Well, it's all your power is local, dude. Everything, it doesn't come from the top down. It comes from the bottom up, dude. One of the great hustles that they have perpetrated on the Western mindset, again, Eastern and Asian cultures are totally different, dude. Totally different, man. But as far as cultures derived from Magna Carta and the Judeo-Christian tradition, right? And Magna Carta is the key to this whole thing, dude. We have been convinced that the power comes down from the top. They don't like this one, dude. Dude, you know what's interesting when it reconnects and it goes back to the thing, it said excellent connection, big green, excellent connection. They just straight gave me a shot at black helicopter, trying to black helicopter me. So back to what we were saying, dude. Yeah, they don't like the Magna Carta, dude. So again, is art where we live in as Western, right? Western mindset. Like I said, we're not Asians, we're not Eastern, totally different mindsets, totally different institutions. But since we come from the Judeo-Christian tradition, acts like reevaluated through Magna Carta and the traditions set forth after Magna Carta, and we live in a reality where power comes from the bottom up. And we've been convinced as citizens that power comes from the top down. That's why they flip the script with politics versus civics, dude, right? They blasted you with these political punditry and political figures. Those to break out down what the difference is, and I know I've talked about this before. The difference between politics and civics is this: civics is citizen participation in civic institutions, not seeking financial compensation, doing it for the sake of being a citizen and part of the collective body of these institutions. Politics is participating in civic institutions for financial gain. That's the difference from my perspective of what it is. I do not participate in politics. I participate in civics. Politics is what is wrong with this country. And the reason that politics is what's wrong with our country specifically is because it puts the power above us instead of below us. Because if the power is below us, it means that it is accessible to us, which is what civics is all about. If you check out our form of government as laid out in the Constitution, it is based upon citizen participation in civic institutions, i.e., all power comes from the individual, dude. And the individual together joins together to become more powerful and more powerful. What we've been convinced by politics, and it's not cool. We don't talk about religion and politics at the dinner table. It's all about sports and baseball teams and football teams and circle jerking, dude, and porn and the whole thing, because that's what the people at top, they don't want you to know, dude. They don't want you to know the most important thing you can do in this lower dimensional thing besides take care of your spiritual self is to participate in your civic institutions. That's where all the power lies. So that kind of gets me back over to laser beams, dude. Are you concerned for your safety? Yeah, every time I get my tractor, dude, I'm super concerned for my safety, dude. That thing will kill you if you're not paying attention, dude. Gifted cactus, thank you. No, I'm not concerned for why would I be concerned for my safety, dude? No, because you know why I'm not. All right. I think you're talking about the not worried about being targeted by the government. No, because I am the government, dude. See, if you understand it, what I just said is because all right, this is where it gets, this is the trick. Again, our form of government, I can only speak about the United States. I would have a totally, if I was living in the United Kingdom right now, I would be worried. I would definitely be worried about like the doors being kicked in and someone ripping me away from my laptop here and putting me in jail for talking freely. But since I live in North America, I have rights that were granted to me by God. Like, see, if you really understand our form of government, it is not created by man. It is granted to us by God. Those are our unalienable rights. Nothing. If you understand the Constitution, our power comes from God. So I fear none of this down here anymore. Yeah, I mean, like if you ask me what I fear, like yeah, when I'm screwing with my tractor, dude. So I have a tiller deck on my tractor. I have to hook up and it's got a 500 RPM attachment arm that attaches to it. And I got to get in there and like attach that thing, like connect it to it, dude. I worry literally that a bird or an acorn could fall from the sky and hit the button that switches on the PTO. Like I trip when I'm in there and I gotta like hook it up because it would rip me to parts, dude. Like I'm more like, yeah, do I trip when I'm like working on a table saw? Absolutely, dude. For sure. Do I trip driving cars around? Sometimes. Do I fear this lower dimensional government? No, dude. I'm fully aware. That's why I keep talking to get back to progressive Jeff. That's why I keep talking about the contracts. Once you understand that, don't put anything between you and God. Don't put any institutions between you and God. Don't put any people between you and God. It's your personal relationship. It's my personal relationship with my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I don't know what your personal relationship is. For me, it's between me and God. There is nothing between it because I know what God has in store for me. I don't know what God has in store for me. I know what God has graced me with. I don't fear any of this lower dimensional stuff. Dude, yeah, I mean, it's all going on, it's all going on, but like, am I worried about? No. I forsake them in the name of Jesus Christ, man. Like it, and you know what I'm saying? Um, Japan is an amazing country, and foreigners are threatening its form. Japan's not worried about foreigners, dude. I'm from PA, and I hate what's PA. I hate America. Well, I mean, again, is I would just suggest you be clear on what America you speak of, dude. Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth, dude. Again, is this goes back to the contractual thing that progressive America, but like I've gone into multiple times, there's two Americas occurring simultaneously at this right now. It probably has been since the inception. There's one, the constitutional republic, as granted to us by God. And then there is the corporation of the United States of America, which has usurped the republic by overlaying it with fancy contractual doublespeak. And so, I mean, if it worked the way it was supposed to, in theory, it does work. It's super livable. You would just have to be able to see the two realities occurring simultaneously, and then you would actually be empowered. See, the word you used, hate, by its very definition, is doomed you. There's nothing to hate here. Ultimately, you should forgive it, dude. I mean, that's what God's trying to teach you, is to forgive it, dude. Which is, again, Gary Edwards 3, actually. What's 3 actually, Gary Edwards? Yeah. Yeah, but I'll tell you, having traveled abroad too, you will find out very quickly that those are all temporary states. You wouldn't want to get into any real trouble in, and like again, most people travel abroad and have no idea what what we have here. You know that like America, the Republic, is one of the few governments on this planet where you are innocent till proven guilty. You know that most countries have what's called Napoleonic justice. You're guilty till proven innocent. And yeah, you can go cruise around all sorts of countries and yeah, you keep your nose clean and you just walk that thing and stay out of trouble. You're good to go, man. But you something bad happens, it goes sideways, you're in a world of hurt, dude. You're in a world of hurt because we're afforded great liberties here. And most of them we don't use because we don't need them. Like, look, dude, like at this stage of the game, I generally stay out of trouble. I don't need to be but I don't think people truly understand. Go listen to those dudes over in the United Kingdom right now talking about how lucky we are we have the First Amendment. I don't think like we're one of the few countries on this planet where you can speak freely. And you can argue that we're not upholding it like right now, that we're not truly using our voices. As far as I'm concerned, the trifecta is Italy, Spain, and France. Every one of those countries, dude, in a flick of a heartbeat would take your rights away. Not go read the constitutions of each of those three countries, dude. They might be cool today. You wouldn't have wanted. Look, I was following a couple of channels on. I was following the Spanish guy during the coup. You wouldn't have wanted to have been in Spain during the coup. I think it's easy. I think it's easy to like look. I get the like look. If you talk about the corporation of the United States of America, scumbaggery all day long. But if you talk about like the republic, which is occurring simultaneously and we have full access to, you would realize that this is the place to be. Not because of stupid reasons, but because like if the lights ever go out anywhere, this is the place to be. You wouldn't want the light. Listen, I've traveled around and I hang out. When the lights go out, those people don't want you there. You think you could, when push comes to shove in any other country, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you're in, you're out, dude." I remember sitting down because I love Chile, man. Chile is a fantastic country, fantastic thing. And I was down there and I was hanging out in this trippy little town, and I was like, "Oh, this is great, dude. I could live here." And then I realized the only reason that I was even tolerated was because I could just pay my own way. And because I thought about it, I was like, I could live down here. And I was like, well, what would you do down here? And I was like, well, yeah, I would need my resources coming from the United States because at the end of the day, if you study any of these economies, they need their own jobs, dude. They don't have any space for you, dude. That's all propaganda. What gun violence, dude? I don't know, dude. That to me seems like some like weird watching too much TV type of stuff, dude. There's violence everywhere, dude. There's violence everywhere, bro. Yeah, dude, there's violence everywhere, man. These are not these are easy bubbles. Like I said, if you truly believe that, then cut all ties with the United States and go live there. You wouldn't do that though. That takes some balls, dude. Go revoke your citizenship and go join Italy. Go for it, dude. You can do it. Like, what's stopping you? You're not trying hard enough, dude. They probably don't want you, is what it is. Then they don't. They don't need you. Italy doesn't need you. France doesn't need you, nor does Spain. They'll gladly keep you around if you're getting money from the states and you're not a burden to their system. Spain, dude, go look at that whole hothouse zone of Spain and get back to me, dude. Go paddle out in the ocean and go up to Mundaka and paddle out into the ocean and see how it goes, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. But yeah, wait till you have to wait till you got to join their. That's what I'm trying to say is like the only reason. Listen, that is a totally westernized American perception. I'm just gonna go over there and hang out. That's cause that's the rest of the world's like trying to. They'll gladly swap out with you, dude. Guaranteed. Dude, some dude in Spain right there will gladly swap out to go to Pennsylvania, dude. Lived in Belgium for 6 months. 6 months is easy, dude. Yeah, like I'm saying, why'd you come back then, dude? Why did you come back? If Belgium was so rad, why did you come back? They got all sorts of problems there too. My visa. Well, there you go. They don't want you, dude. Yeah, you also need to. You're listening all the reasons. Yeah, because they don't have a space for you, dude. They got their own problems, man. They don't have like that is it is yeah, dude. They don't need you, dude. Like that's the rub, man. Like you got to show up with your own fat bank account and just like hang out, dude. That's the gig, dude. While you have an entire like you have an entire continent to roam around in, dude. Like that's where like I trip on like America's got some shitty problems, dude. Trust me, man. We treat our citizens horribly here, dude. Just go look at any inner city in the United States of America and look at the food deserts. But when you really cruise around the United States of America, man, dude, you ain't getting that level of like, unless you're itchy boots on her motorcycle, dude, and that chick is tougher than anyone, dude. Dude, we got it easy here, man. You can just get in your car. You can get in your car and basically drive 3,000 plus miles across the country, and nothing's gonna happen to you. Like nothing, dude. You can go find trouble, dude. Something bad might happen. But odds are you're going to be able to just go cruise around. You can just go zip around America. Ain't no one going to look at you twice, dude. No one's going to care. No one's going to care, dude. No one cares, dude. Again, this is okay. Like, look, if you want to live in a socialist country, go for it, man. hey, look, listen, man, you're an America hater. That's fine, dude. Like, I don't know what you're doing here, dude. Like, go be a go over and do it, dude. Don't come back on your visa and change your name and go do what you got to go do and do what people do. Working on it, yeah. I don't know, dude. No, see, I'm Nicholas. We spoke on the phone once in 2022. I recently came back to your channel again. You rock. Thank you, brother. Right on, man. Hope we had a good conversation, Panic 11, dude. We'll see what happens. Yeah, dude. Yep, you'll look, dude. Plenty of people have jumped overboard, dude, and that's all fine, man. I just happen to appreciate, in spite of all the garbage we do have going on here, we have some pretty good stuff, man. We got some pretty good stuff going on here, man. We have a lot. You have a level of the ability to raise yourself up to anything you want to be here that you probably can't do anywhere else, man. And then again, man, like, listen, man, people are sitting over in the I follow the Free Thought Project, dude. That dude's living over in Spain, just super stoked, making brick houses, dude. Living off the land, dude. But again, is having traveled around, dude, like, count your blessings, man. Because the only reason you get to hate on America is because of the gift that America's given you, dude. That's the irony, dude. That is the irony, dude, with that thing. Most people don't have that choice, dude. Most people don't have that choice, dude, to have the freedom to hate on where they live, dude. Like, that is truly one of the blessings and gifts that you get as an American. Raymond. Oh, Raymond, dude. Yes. Yeah, dude, I remember speaking to you, Raymond. You should give me a call. Check back in. You said keep your cards close to your chest. I should have listened. The build is going well, nonetheless. Oh, good. I'm glad you're pulling it off, dude. Alone here, old enough to remember Megazone 23, dude. I guess anyone can hate where they live, but more precisely, maybe having the means. There's no debate, dude. I don't. It's that thing, dude. Like America ain't your problem, man. That's the rub. That's all I could tell you. You're gonna get to wherever it is, and you're gonna find the same lame things there too. People are people, dude. You got to change yourself first, dude. If you listen, man, if you can't love where you're standing, you'll take the hatred for that place you stand wherever you go. It won't matter if you're in Belgium or Chile or Taiwan or wherever, Nepal. If you hate where you stand at this very moment, you'll hate it there too, dude, because that it's not where you stand. It's what you're about. Like, learn if you could figure out why you don't like what that is. And again, it usually comes down to lack of forgiveness, dude. It usually comes down to an internal thing. Like, that's all I would say is figure it out before you should leave with love. And then you won't need to. And then you will be able to. That's how it works, man. Is listen. It took me, I used to sit in Malibu and get so hated driving down the PCH anywhere but there. And I remember my spiritual advisor, Joe Shaughnessy, to me said, he's like, it's not going to let you go till you let it go. Right. And that's the thing is the riddle here is you can't escape to anywhere, dude. You can't escape to anywhere till you figure out what it is inside yourself you're trying to escape from. Like if I was to go back to like the whole thing is it like, so I went back to Malibu yesterday, right? And I ran into like a bunch of people I know and just the whole, and I ran into this friend of mine I hadn't seen in a long time, Tobin, dude. And he's like, oh, you moved up north or somewhere. I told him where I'd moved. He's like, yeah, you know, you can always come back, man. It doesn't change much here. It's just the way it is, dude. And I sat there and I realized how much I'd changed my life in the last like 3 years. And I realized like I had broken free of something. I can't really articulate what it is. But it wasn't till I was truly grateful for where I stood. And I think the fire helped me do that. Like the fire taught me to be grateful for something deeper about where I was, right? I saw it in a different light after everything had burned down. And it wasn't until I was in true acceptance to what it was that I was trying to leave, which was my own ego, my own narcissism, my own lack of forgiveness, my own lack of love, my own lack of understanding. If I had brought that up to here, if I had brought the dude who was like, I got to get out of here up here, this would have, that's all I can advise, dude, is if you hate somewhere so much you think you got to leave, you're never getting out, dude. The prison door opens inward, dude. The prison door opens inward. America's not the problem, dude. It's your perception of yourself in America, dude, and analyzing why you think that, dude. You know? It's that thing is, and there's a lot of reasons, dude. There's a lot of reasons to look right there and be like, this is bullshit, dude. It's hard. Like we are our own worst enemies. It's like, you know, like I struggle as a dude who does this, right? I mean, I've made a podcast recently about this that was exclusive to the podcast thing, talking about, you know, I see a lot of people, they don't have acts, they aren't known. Like they can't go out into the world and have someone walk up to them and go, yo, what's up, Illusion? Like, what's going on, man? I watch your stuff. I know what your whole thing about. Like, they're just people doing their thing to their little weird world of people, dude. And I trip, dude, like in that sense of that's part of the problem, dude. We haven't been able to truly understand what we're doing here. And that is, to go back to what progressive, that is what the contracts are all about. Again, if we truly understood what we were supposed to be doing here in this country with its inalienable rights granted to us by God, we would realize like what responsibility we have and what a gift we have at the same time. With great gifts come great responsibilities or something, right? And that's the thing is like, yeah, it's easy to go over to somewhere else and you got no skin in the game. Yeah, go over to some other country, dude. You don't have any skin in the game. What are you gonna do, dude? You're just gonna go live off their hard work, dude. They have skin in the game. There's somebody over there who's doing the stuff and making things happen and going to the local thing and doing the thing, right? here is where your dharma lies. If you get into dharma, like I remember like talking to my spiritual advisor. He's like, look, dude, you're not supposed to be over in he was talking to me personally. He's like, you, Hamish, are not supposed to be over in an ashram in India studying over a guru. That's not your mission. Your mission's here where you stand. And if you understood the power of where you stand and what you are like attached to metaphysically and physically, you would realize that half the reason you want to bail to somewhere else is because you don't want to be responsible for your hula hoop here. Because if you go somewhere else, you don't even need to have a hula hoop. You can just sit there and live off of their generational work. That's the whole trip. Dude, you go down to somewhere else and they've been there building their little village for generations and generations. And the problem with most Americans is we are transitory and we haven't been generationally building anything. So we don't have any skin in the game. And so it's like I'm going to go over there and I don't have to participate in any of it because I'm not part of any of it. It's easy to go be in another country because you're not part of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course it's easy. You're not in the dirty work of it. You don't have to sign up for their social whatever, dude. Like you go, like you were saying, those three countries, France, Spain, and I'm just sticking with you on this, Emmy. It doesn't really matter, but I like what you were bringing up. You talk about France, Italy, and Spain. Those are socialist countries in the EU. Every one of those citizens has all sorts of stuff going on in their reality that you would never, ever have to participate in as someone who isn't there generationally, i.e., all the stuff that you don't want to participate in America that sucks for you, dude, right? Like the IRS and gun violence and this and that. They got all their own shit going on, dude, but you don't have to go over there and be part of it because, like, you're the new guy. It's easy to be the new guy. Why do you think people like to like do geographics and move somewhere new? It's easy to be the new guy. It's like when I moved up here. Dude, I spent the first 3 years up here being the new guy. I didn't have to participate and be on the little league board. I didn't have to be a trustee at the church. But being part of the community here, now that I live here and I live here. This is where I live, right? I am now part of that thing, which means that I have to get in and show up and be part of the fabric of this community and this society up here. I'm not the new guy. I've been here like I'm starting my 4th year on April 15th, right? And that's all I'm trying to say is like, it's easy to want to go shift off somewhere else and bail all the bullshit that is America behind because you get to go be the new guy. There's no expectations from the new guy. You just get to claim new guy. I'm the new guy. I just moved here, dude. I don't know. So you tell me what's going on. I can't play that anymore. I've lived here long enough where I don't get to be ignorant of what's going on around here. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, like so I could just be like, I've had enough. I don't like it. I'm gonna go move and be the new guy again. And I've done that many times in my life. I've lived all over this country, dude. But I've stayed there long enough not to be the new guy anymore. Like, and that's the rub. Being the new guy is easy. Sticking it out as the member of the community who gets involved and actually does change your community by changing yourself. Look, if like this is my perspective. of it. Look, America, the empire, is evil and corrupt and warmongering and vicious and authoritarian and kind of gross. America, the republic of its citizens interacting, trying to do their thing and play baseball and have holidays and sit in traffic and do whatever. It's a lot of cool people here, man. A lot of really cool people here. A lot of really nice people doing a lot of interesting things. A lot of quirky, unique people doing a lot of quirky, unique things all over. And you could tour America every day of your life and not see all the quirky, interesting little things. There's this trippy road in South Dakota, dude, that you would never go to. I randomly went down. It's this road full of sculptures. It's like 30 miles long by Dickinson, South Dakota. It's some random road. And the people there just built sculptures all over this random road in South Dakota, dude. You wouldn't know that if you didn't drive down it once accidentally because you were visiting some random person you knew in Dickinson, South Dakota, and they were like, "Hey, you got to go down the sculpture road, dude. When you leave here, it's like kind of out of your way, but you're gonna trip out, dude." And what I'm getting at is the only reason that America like truly sucks is if you haven't participated in it. I get that. It's a very disenfranchising propaganda state going on here, dude. They've convinced people not to participate. And so it looks shitty, dude. It does. It truly does. It looks stupid sometimes and like lame. And there's a bunch of retards running the show. Absolutely. But then again, we are one of the few countries where you could wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? I'm going to get super involved and I'm going to run for county commissioner, dude. Or I'm going to run for the sheriff. You can run for the sheriff of your county, dude. There was that crazy kid who ran for the sheriff in New Hampshire, dude, and almost pulled it off, dude. Like, you can show up and affect change in this country. The problem with our country is that everybody's sitting on the sidelines, either doing nothing about it, i.e. not paying any attention, or bitching about it, dude. And like, listen, you know what? One of the great things that changed my life is the skate park journey, right? Little Mr. Goat, 14 years ago, asked me to show up at City Hall to help him save Papa Jack's skate park. I showed up and I was like, "Dad, this is a bad deal and bullshit," and basically on the dais and the whole thing. And there was a city council member there who's one of my great friends now, Pamela Conley Ulick. She was on the city council at the time. And I went up in there and did my impassioned 3 minutes about needing a skate park and don't shut the skate park down and this is nonsense. And she looked at me from the dais and she said, "There is an ad hoc skateboarding meeting on this date next week. Why don't you show up to it?" And I went, "Okay." And I showed up to it and she was on the ad hoc meeting and she was like, "You know, I'm termed out. I can't be on city council and be reelected. And if you want to get this skate park built, somebody needs to be on the city council who is going to advocate for the skate park." And she looked right at me that day. That's when I decided I was going to run for City Hall. And that changed everything because I got super invested in my community. I got to know all the players and all the institutions and all the working. And it changed me from a dude who said, "This is bullshit and this is lame and these people are fucked," to being like, "Oh, I know what's going on now. And it's not lame. It's not bullshit. And these people aren't fucked. It's just a very human system based upon," again, that's the difference between America's form of government and almost all other forms of government. Ours is very human. It is very much people making decisions who are getting divorced or suffering from alcoholism or having a bad day or food allergy or whatever, and they're in there doing whatever they're doing with a bunch of other people experiencing their thing. So yeah, you get some really screwball results, and you can go, yeah, but the Pentagon and the war machine and the whole thing, that's because 95% of the people who could participate in our civic institutions have chosen to go, America fucking sucks. I'm not doing any of that. Look, they say you get the government you deserve, dude. Me, I got the government I deserve. I am president of this reality. I am fully civically empowered, granted my constitutional rights, granted my civic duties, because I'll show up, man. I will participate in my community. Yeah. Right now I'm on the Little League board. Right now I'm a trustee at my church, because they all lead to the next level of it all. You got to start somewhere, dude. And all I can say is that from my perspective, the only reason America's got most of the problems it's got is because good people are doing nothing except sitting on their hands going, I don't get what's going on here. And I'll tell you what, those creepy woke commie types and those creepy warmongering right-winger authoritarian types, they ain't sitting around going complaining, are they? They're busy monkeying the machine, dude. So if you want the machine to suck, just keep sitting on the sidelines, man. That's my thing. Or go be the new guy somewhere else. More power to you, dude. Like I said, I get it, dude. The cultural infrastructure. Dude, the culture is being decimated in Europe, dude. And the arts. Yeah, I get it, dude. Like, look, you can tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself, dude. I wish I had more. Emmy, dude, you gotta like read your own. I wish I had more influence than being just being one person, dude. Like, do you get how like you've put yourself down? This is great. This is interesting. And I'm not like hassling you. This is very fascinating. I wish I had more influence than being just one person. Dude, who how that like how do you think it works? Do you think that Nikola Tesla thought like that? Do you think that Einstein thought like that? Do you think Martin Luther thought like that? Do you think Martin Luther King thought like that? Do you think that Trump thinks like that? Do you think that Van Gogh thought like that? Do you think that Cezanne thought like that? Do you think that Tarantino thought like that? Name any one person who has done anything that's a credit. They did it on their own. Or you can take the Obama, you didn't build this. That's the Obama, you didn't build this perspective, dude. I by very definition, I can't take anything out of context. I'm literally reading the sentence you wrote. That's the context. There's no out of context. That is the context of this, just again, and just pointing this out, the context would be he, then yeah, that's interesting. I wish I had more influence than just being one person. Boom. I again is there's we're doing a chat. There's not really like it's not a contextual thing. I'm just reading what you said, dude. And what I would say is like that sentence in alone is dissect that And that's what they want you to say. And again, it's if that's the thought, then yeah, no wonder it would suck, because America is based upon one person having God-given unlimited power. Did you realize that if you truly have read our paperwork and what God has granted us as his creation in the United States of America, we as individuals have like this almost unlimited power that nowhere else on the planet, civically speaking, do you have that level of power. You have so much power as an individual in this society that they literally have to spend all day convincing you you don't have that power. All day long, dude. They convince you you don't have that power, dude. It's not about believing. Again, is you're the baddest motor scooter in the building, Randy Kelton. I'm speaking legislatively too, man. Again, is that comes from a non-accessing perspective. If you when you truly access the civic institutions, you will realize how much power you have. Again, is I can speak from experience. I used to be on that side of it, like, and then I got involved and I was like, whoa, dude. No wonder they're convincing everyone to stay home. You do get, that's the trick that they've convinced everyone of, is to stay home. Don't get involved. Don't go to City Hall. Don't do it. Because if you, dude, if you go and study the numbers, dude, like literally this county I'm in, this voting district I am in, let me see, dude. Let me see it for Kern County, dude. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't think I can, dude. So I don't know how to type in the question right, dude. Here it is, 32nd district, dude. Okay, dude. I live in the 32nd Assembly District in California, dude. Do you know how many votes it takes to get elected to the state Senate? 32,000 votes, bro. That's it, dude. It's nothing, man. Dude, the libertarian guy got 1,200 votes, dude. Like, again, is you could just show up and just be like, I am ME and run. Again, as I've looked into the numbers that you need to run for a local, like a state representative or state Senate seat are so small. It's mind blowing, dude. When I ran for city council, it cost me $45 and I had to collect 20 signatures. And you know what we get in this country is equal time. I don't think people truly understand what you get for running for any like elected position. Equal time, dude. You get I got as much coverage so what does equal time mean? So when I was running, again, I'll just stick to the one I was in, the first one I was in, because this was when I really understood civic power. So I ran for city council, got $45, 20 signatures. I was on the ballot as a city council candidate. Well, all the local newspapers did a profile on each candidate, right? That means I got to say what I thought in print in all the newspapers, dude. No one knew who I was at that point. I got to articulate my message on an equal playing field with all the donks who spent a lot of money and were well known. And you know what? Me as that dude, if you go back into my YouTube thing and see my zero money campaign and all that stuff, like what changed everything is you get equal coverage here, dude. So the way our system works is like if they're going to cover one candidate, they have to cover you. You're not boxed out of the thing on a local level. It's super like accessible, dude. County commissioners, state representatives. Did you get on the actually no, I didn't. I almost made it my second time. But what's interesting, and I will tell you this, what I got more importantly than actually elected to city halls, I got the understanding of how to access it, dude. Like I'm a dude, like when I went to the skate park opening, dude, like the mayors and people come up to me and are like, "Hey, Hamish, how's it going, dude?" Like they come and talk to me, dude, and they know I'm in opposition to them, dude. They know I'm a rebel rouser. They all know who I am, dude. I have the ability. Once you know how it works, you can call. But do people understand? You can literally go to Washington, D.C. right now today and go knock on your senator or representative's door and be like, "Hey, I came to I wanted to talk to you about, growing oregano in my garden, dude. And I want, like, you got to pass a law that encourages you get what I'm saying is you can go talk to these people, dude. It's part I don't think people truly understand what we have here, but I've been going on and on about this for 14 years, Fallout Aliens. 14 years, man. Oh, I gotta go. Owl's telling me I gotta put him to bed. All right, this is the illusion. Tip your talker. Well, thank you, Emmy. Good subject. I liked it. And we will be back for more, MA. I appreciate what you're bringing up, dude. I thought you added made it a potent conversation. So I appreciate you, brother or sister. I don't know if you're a brother or a sister, but I appreciate you. I mean, you're always here, man. So likewise. And with that said, good night, everyone. Use the name tags. Be blessed. Ciao, baby. Hey, sounds like you're more Italian than French, huh? And with that said, and Ibrahim, give me a ring and give me an update. With that said, everyone, good night. Use the name tags and realized we are blessed. All right, I'm out.